Let's give it up for Vinney, Smile, Chopra. Hit those seats and bounce. More! More! Get over here, Vinney. Give it up. Come on, Vinney, get over there. Yeah! Great job, bro. Hey, don't give him too much money all at once.
All right.
Vinney, give him everything!
Are we excited? Are we excited? Are we ready? All right. Please have a seat. I'm so excited to be here with you all. I'm humbled. Brother Walter has invited me. Some of you have probably heard me on the Mindset show that we do together every Thursday morning, 8 o'clock when I'm walking. I like to walk 3.5 miles every day, because you got to keep your mind right. You got to really align yourself in the morning. You got to do the miracle morning. I call it miracle morning. Brother Hal Alderod, he wrote the book, Miracle Morning. Write down that name. If you don't know about it, go ahead and get that. Or just go onto YouTube. You don't need a book. You just say Miracle Morning. And you will find out what successful people do in the morning to align themselves, to get ready for that day. Because each day is so important. It's so very important. You cannot let the time go by. And that's what I did at about young age. I always say that. I tell my kids, Neil and Monica, Daddy's not getting older. Daddy's getting younger every birthday. You get 1 year younger. And I've been saying that for the last 40 years. I've been married 42 years. 42 years, wonderful years. Just completed my 70th birthday in August 27. I'm 52 born. It's so exciting to have the energy because it's all in the mindset. It really is. Like Brother Tony Robbins talks about, and all the great people, Jim Rohn, and all of the, Zig Ziglar, great friend. All these people, because you can change the state of what you're thinking, how you're feeling. Each moment, it's up to you. It's really up to you. You could be totally down deep in the worst of the situations, which you will see me right now. I'll take you through my life. I came here with nothing, literally nothing. And with the grace of God, we are closing to $1 billion. Actually, it's going to be soon, in 2023, that we're going to hit that portfolio of $1 billion. And I'm very excited. At the same token, I've got goal to build assisted living for $2 billion more on top of it. But there is no limit. There is no limit to what you can do. But it's up to us. Everybody here, it's up to us. Let's talk about, let me go over here. Again, who is Vinney Chopra? Just a humble guy. He came from India with $7 and big dreams. Hopefully, I didn't know where I will be in 20, 30, 40 years. But when you have mindset that you want to become something, you take action. And I believe in that. I believe with the whole heart. It's not what you get from here, some ideas that you'll write down in the books. No way. What you're going to take back and change your life, that's going to be important. That's going to be the only things. What 3 things you're going to take from this seminar that's going to grow your business? How are you going to help more people? How are you going to solve more problems? Because if you solve small problems, you get small money. When you solve big problem, you get big money in millions. And you will find that out. Many of you have already probably found out. But let's go ahead and kind of talk about it. I came, many, many years back from India. I'm a mechanical engineer, some of you know. And I came to do my MBA, Master's Business Administration, at George Washington University. I thought engineering and marketing will be good. I'll make some money. And little did I know that by selling Bibles, door to door, working 13 hours a day. Back then, I worked 80 hours a week. I still have certificates in my office, and I cherish them because they were the ones that taught me who I am today. Perseverance, rejection, walking, all day long. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a bicycle, nothing. People will drop me in the neighborhood outside Atlanta, Georgia, and I'll walk all day long and sell Bibles and encyclopedias and children's books and cookbooks. I loved it so much because it was teaching me lessons. I came back next summer, I bought my first car for $700, a Blue Maverick, two-door. That was my big accomplishment. But that's how you start. In life, you start with small, little by little, little by little. Rome was not built in a day. I say that. So you got to have the faith. You got to have the gumption. You got to work hard, smart, everything we talk about. But let's go over here. Kentucky Fried Chicken Chief, Colonel Sanders really is an inspiration to me because my wife she says, you are ready to retire. What are you doing? You're going into this other field. We own single-family homes, but you can't make much money in single-family homes at all. And she said, now you're going into a new chartered ground. Let me say something also. I spent, I think, $20,000 15 years back. I was like luxury something auctions. I went to Vancouver. I came back over the weekend. I said, honey, my wife, I said, we spoiled 20,000. It's okay. But I'm not going to do what this guy is telling me to do. The coach. I said, it's not good. I don't believe in it. But I do believe in multifamily. Because as an engineer, I thought if I have 20 homes, we did have about that many all over scattered, take care of them is so hard. You give money, boiler vents goes out or a garage door opener, there goes your cash flow. So the only thing made sense to me back then was to be in multifamily. What's multifamily? Duplex. How many of you own a duplex or more than a duplex? Raise your hand. Okay, see, look at that. Few people. Oh, wow. Hold on. You got to get duplex, fourplex, sixplex, eightplex, 10plex, 22plex, whatever it is. And that's the key to my success. And I'm going to talk about not only just the passion, the perseverance, and being positive, which is, people call me Mr. Positive or Mr. Enthusiasm and things like that. But the key thing is, it's the power of OPM, which we're going to talk about. So in about next 30 minutes or so, we're going to talk about positivity and syndication. Positivity and syndication. OPM is other people's money. I'm standing here today in the front because I mastered the art of raising money. That's all it is to it. And each one of you is totally capable of doing what I did or what you can do. Because if you are starting to buy things small, you can buy big also. It's just extra zeros on the right side. Literally, I'm telling you, it's the same transaction. It takes the similar kind of paperwork. It takes the same kind of loan. Everything. It's just few extra zeros in the purchase and few extra zeros when the returns come back to you. And you walk, you enjoy, and you go to the bank and you see this money coming in. Passive cash flows we talk about, right? So we're going to talk about all that. Again, Colonel Sanders, thank you. I know he's dead now, but look what a great franchise he made. And that's how you can do it too. Nobody is young or old or, you have money or no money. I started this $1 billion business with $1,000. Literally, this is really true. I don't talk about it. We had money at 54, but my wife didn't believe in me. Nobody believed in me. They said, you know what? Don't do it. You're going to lose. How many, we had few millions at that time. But she said, no. We're not going to put that money into the business. I said, honey, I'll do it with $1,000. And that's what I did. How many of you have $1,000? You have. You have right now. And you can be bigger and better because the techniques we're going to talk about just a little bit. So everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. But do you believe it or you don't? See, that's where it all boils down to. Do you believe in yourself or not? Do you really think about it every day or not? All these things we want to do in life, if we don't write them down, I'm a big goal setter. That's how, I have accomplished a little bit what I've done is because writing it down. A lot of times we say, we got it in my mind. Oh yeah, I want to be that person someday. No, you got to write it down. You got to look at the goals every day and so on and so on. I mean, I'm not here to preach all that, but there's so much stuff out there. But let's talk about the second one. How big is your why? How big is it? Are you passionate? Are you living it? Do you want to really change and grow your business? See, you got to really take time out. I love that in the morning, every morning, 7 days a week, when I talk to myself and I think through the day. Of course, weekend I'm spending time with family and all that. But 5 days, I'm already aligning myself to have the best day ever. When I put my, cheeks, let's say, or face on the pillow, I want to be totally say to God, thank you for giving me the energy to meet the right kind of people that I made the difference in their lives. Because when you make difference in other people's lives, then the life comes back to you. Just like Zig Ziglar said, right? If you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. So these are the successful principles that all of us know. This is my inspiration. My lovely family, my wife for 42 years, our 2 children, Neil and Monica. That's our whole brand is Monil. Monica and Neil kind of joined together. That's how we did that. And then that company is only 7 years old. Monil company, where I took off big time, was only 7 years back. I learned a lot in the first 7 years of my career. And we were there, I had a partner, and so forth. But when you have partners, you got to get the right partners. Because they will impede you. They will bring you down. They will be stressed out and they will not have the same vision. You got to choose your partners, right partners, who will really work as hard as you do on a daily basis to move ahead. You got to do it. You got to do it. So let's talk about some more, a little bit more. Again, positivity is my life. Think positive, be positive. And that's what it just sets you in a different frame of mind. So I hope you will, after this session and after this weekend, 3 days, seminar, that you want to be a little bit more positive. How can we be more positive? Well, I write it in my book. You got to brain is so small brain. If you have too many negative thoughts and things and where you really live in the past and that really stymies you and, gets you really unfocused, you got to take them out. Free up your mind. I usually have nothing in my brain. What? I'm telling you, that's the truth. My wife says, what are you thinking? I say, I don't know. She says, what did we eat, yesterday? I said, I don't know. We ate. We were happy. Good. All right. I want to only concentrate on this moment. See, I always say that in my, lectures and all. Don't worry about what happened 30 seconds back. 30 seconds or 1 hour back or whatever. How many of you don't do that? How many of you really say what happened a year back or 2 or 5 years back? We always, our mentalities, we go back to that, right? To the negative. That's how we are accustomed, That's how it is. But you got to really look for the positive from the back, grab it, learn from it, and then today is the most important day. I hope if anything you get out of today is be passionate, be positive, live today. Live today because tomorrow is going to be brighter tomorrow, I'm telling you. If you live the best today, tomorrow is going to take care of it. All righty, let's go. We got a lot of things. So this summer will bring results, abundance mindset. And please tune in, everybody, on Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 Eastern, Abundance Mindset with Vinney Chopra and Walter. Brother Walter, we've been doing it. We also make it into a podcast and all that. Thank you, those who have been listening. So that's a wonderful one. The thing is, you got to really get your mind to think big. Because there are so many things happening. Oh, that's the one. I mentioned it already. Monil, that's our company. My daughter hates the logo, so we're going to get a new one. But anyway, she's really amazing. Monica is blessing to us, and our son also. And, and Neil and Monica and my wife, Kanchan. Again, this is a book. We have about 100 copies of this book we shipped out here. So Brother Walter is going to talk about Andrina, how to give it out. I'll be here only today. I apologize, the conflict, because family comes first. So actually tomorrow morning I'll be taking a flight to go to Tallahassee and then to go to St. George Island, right here in Florida, for 7 days vacation, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'll miss you tomorrow. But today I'm here. I'm really, really excited that Brother Walter invited me. Right, let's see. Okay, let's go over here. The other thing is syndication. Walter talked about it. What's syndication? Syndication is so simple term. It's like-minded people pulling their resources together for any good cause that will make a company, a profit, or whatever. That's it. It's pooling of the money together. So let me ask you a question. If you are buying like single family home, a lot of people, didn't raise a hand for duplex or fourplex. So you are already doing real estate. That's what Brother Walter talks about. Because real estate is the way to go. Along with W2 job, you find some time to really invest in real estate. The laws in USA and other countries are made for people who invest in real estate. Leverage, we talked about leverage, right? Guess what? When you get stocks on the stock market, you have to pay full price or margins or options, but very risky. But in the real estate, the bank loves us. The banks say, you know what? If you have a great deal, I want to come. I'm a partner with you. I'm going to give you 70% of the loan. If you're buying $10 million property, I'll give you $7 million at 4%, 5%. Some of my loans have been 2.69%. 2.69%, 30-year amortized. And what great way. And then I increased the value of the property, the multifamily, and everything. And now it's worth twice as much money. The bank says, I don't want any of the profits. Hold on. Who would be that partner who will say, I gave you 70% of the money, but I don't want any upside? That's leverage. See, that's leverage. And that has been the real key to success, where I'm able to give my investors 20, 25, 30, 40, highest was 65% per year, because I got a great deal. And what that did for the investors was, they saw the money in their bank, they gave me more money, and more money, and more money. They will do it to you too. I'm telling you. Let's talk about it. So syndication is the art of really raising money, pooling money, Now, you could even raise money for flipping, for wholesaling, for anything. Instead of doing one house at a time, do 10 houses at a time. Do 15, 20, 200. Yesterday, I met somebody, she has done over 2,000 homes. But the thing is, wholesaling, flipping, or like that, or single-family investment is very, very, very time-consuming, and you cannot scale up. You cannot scale up, right? Are you with me, everybody? Yes, you cannot scale up. So you got to scale up with other people's money. OPM, that's the key. I hope if anything I can really get in your mind today is that you can raise money. And people have money. $36 trillion with a T in retirement funds in this country alone. 36 trillion. Lots of people on the average in the Wall Street, when they put their money into mutual funds or stocks and things like that, or in retirements, REITs, they don't understand they can self-direct their money, pull the money out of the Wall Street, put it into an IRA, 401k, QOC plan, all kind of, I couldn't really teach you all today, everything, but that money can be put into use to get extra, more money, doubling your money in 4 years or doubling your money in 5 years. That's 20% gains. Who will not give you the money? Tell me. In good mind, who would like to put that money in the bank to get 0.15%? No, right? Right, Roger? Yeah, not at all. And that's the power of when you get a good deal, you analyze it, you get good assumptions, you understand why it's going to make money for you and others, people will jump at it. My first investor, let's just talk about, okay, larger size properties, you can get economies of scale because now you have 20 residents living under 2 roofs. You have to change only 2 roofs. You got a maintenance person. You could get a part-time manager who lives in one of the apartments, units, and you pay half, $200, $300, $500 a month. You can manage everything so nicely. I'll show you the picture. I still own that duplex that got me started 14 years back. I still own it. No mortgage, $2,400. Ching, 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 ching. So I don't want to sell. Why should I sell, And then let's see, tax advantages, huge, huge, huge tax advantages in real estate, cost segregation, accelerated depreciation. All these words shouldn't be immune to you. These are the words that make money for you. They make money for your investors. Anybody that gives me $100,000, I give them $50,000 loss. What? They can have passive loss. If they're a real estate professional, that's their active income loss. When I give them in the K1. In the hotels, it's even active loss. So it's amazing. Tax advantages are great. Diversification options are abundant. And then, of course, incredible investment opportunities. You could buy anything you want, mobile homes, storage units, amazing. Airbnbs, multifamily, hotels. I'm into everything now. Metaverse and NFTs and Bitcoin mining, and Vinney wants to be in everything. So it's great. Revenue is predictable, capital appreciation, all those things. So let's talk about it. This is it. Transparency, right there. That's my duplex is not the picture, but this Sierra Blanca, Odessa, Texas, got me the start. 14 units for $180,000. That's my start. Sold it for $380,000. I just found out last month. This same complex that you see over here, this one over here, this is 1.8 million. 1.8 million. Oh my gosh. So somebody who bought it from us made lots of money also. Real estate is such a thing that you can keep on making money overnight, when you're sleeping, when you're waking up. Ching, 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 in the bank. That's the truth. That's the truth. So that's closing date. You got it right there. 2009. I sold it after 3, 4, 5 years. Then that one is my second property. Look at that. Buena Vista Garden, Odessa, Texas. Purchased for $2.4 million. Sold for $5 million. 109. My investors made 43.3% per year. They 5 times their money. Because we kept it for about 6 years, I think 5.5, 6 years. So my investors gave me 100,000. They got their 100 back, plus how much? 252,000 more. Do you think they want to give me money more? Yes. They will do the same for you. But you got to believe it. You got to find out how to syndicate. And just pick up my book. I think the book is there. I think it might show up. You know, Apartment Syndication Made Easy. I spell out everything for everybody. And I want to give 1 million copies around the globe. Free. Because the key thing is, if I can share the knowledge, people will be having that so that they can step by step get into that business. So that's another one. Now, where I am today, right there, look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. So I have bought so many multifamily properties and sold and bought and sold all over. These are my recent ones right now that I'm going through. I bought it where? Who can tell me the very first one? I bought it in the COVID. People were terrified. Oh my gosh, COVID, we're not going to survive. That's when the opportunity is. And what is happening today with the interest rate where it is today? People are in turmoil. What's going to happen? Doomsday is coming. Guess what? That's the time to get in the market. Really, I'm telling you, if you want to enter multifamily in any of these last 20, 30, 40 years, this is the year, 2022, and, well, actually, it's almost the end, but 2023 and 4 will be the millionaire makers, and that's what our convention is. You know, 100 millionaires. I know Walter and I have talked about, we'll do then 1,000 millionaires, then 10,000, then 1 million millionaires. I know we have talked about that. We can do it. We can do it with proven systems. So look at that one, Lakes at Renaissance, 34,750,000, under contract to sell 63 million. In 2 years. Where can you make that kind of money? In flipping? Wholesaling? No. Even the companies don't make that kind of, returns. Second one, Bentley, I sold it. This is Orlando. I sold in Bentley at Maitland, bought for 52 million, sold for 64 million. Then that one, Princeton Park, right there, 35 million. I still own it in Melbourne, and it's worth about 54 or something like that. We're going to keep it. Why not? So that's the thing. The other part is I want to tell you. Some people say, you know what, Vinney? You did it when the market was down in 2008 and 9, and you made some money, good money. But I'm telling you, money can be made today. Today. Why I say that? I just bought a hotel. I'm into hotels now. So, along with a lot of stuff. So, I bought a hotel 3 years back for $6 million, and we got the office, nurses, and the doctors to live in the hotel. And then our occupancy went up in Texas, McAllen, Texas. And we sold it for $12 million. What? Bought it just before COVID in December 2019, and we sold it just about 2 months back, let's say, got $7 million gain. We put only $1 million down, and we got $6 million gain. Now $7 million, not to pay any taxes. We bought a Wyndham Garden in the same town. Thank you. And we didn't need to get any investors at all. We took $5 million, 333 or something, and bought the Wyndham. That's $13.5 million. But then we already listed it. It's worth about 16, 17, 19. We listed it with another broker to sell it within 6 months at $24 million. I mean, that's the power of real estate. That's the real power. I hope you can really feel and touch and smell what I'm talking about. This is just last week. I mean, last 2-3 months. Day before yesterday, I saw 6 hotels in St. Pete and Tampa. I like to make, wherever I go, I want to get more and more and more. So I saw 6 hotels. We put offer on 2. Offer on 2. You got to take action. You cannot just say, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look. It's off-market deal. You got to take action right away. And that's what we did. So we're going to buy a Holiday Inn, which is already pipped out, means fully renovated. Everything, pipped out, that's the word, in the hotels. That's what it is. And the other one we were going through, 6 hotels, was the Hampton Inn. Loved it. Oh my gosh, just totally loved it. The presence and the whole thing, majestic. We went inside, secret shopped because they're off-market deals. So you can't even talk to nobody. How do? We go over there to the 3rd floor and we find out some doors are open for housekeeping. So we just entered in there because we want to see inside, right? Without them showing us the tour. And inside, as the God will have it, there was the key lying of the resident who stayed there last night. Now we grabbed that key and put it in the pocket. Now we own the hotel, right? Nobody can ask us. We can go anywhere. We got the key, right? So it's amazing what you can really do. So you can do all those tricks of the trade if you have the mindset. If you have the mindset that you want to buy hotels. I told my broker, I want to buy 5 hotels within the next 6 months. Do I have the money? No, I don't. But I know I can raise it. Yes. I'm telling you, raising money, I started from, let's go to the next one. Right there. I really believe in 3 tsunamis. I talk about it all the time. One is the Millennial Tsunami, the big one, who will need renting. Residents are going to be here till eternity. USA is a renter's nation. Again and again and again. And millennials, they are liking portability. They are liking to work from their home. They are liking B-class assets, multifamily, with some amenities, nice amenities. Then the second one is silver tsunami. Hold on. 10,000 people, baby boomers, are turning 65 every day. What? Every midnight, 10,000 people are turning 65. And about 6,000, I think, in the 70 range, and about 4,000 every night in the 80 range, 80 years. Wow, what did Vinney think about? Last 3 years or 4 years, I've been into senior living now too. Not senior living residential, but multifamily. Vinney likes those extra zeros on the right side, right? I know. See, because if it's the multifamily, that is the ticket. Brother Walter has been talking. I've been listening to this podcast, a lot of them, and he's trying to ingrain your mind. Get into multifamily. I hope you will write me a letter in 6 months or 12 months and write to Walter, his address, he'll pass on to me, that you have your duplex, you have your 4-plex, you have your 8-plex. See what really needs to happen from a single family home to a duplex or a 4-plex. It's the price, and then it's the down payment. Isn't it, right? 30% down payment. That's what your neighbor will give you. I'm telling you, people in your family, your 20 top investors are in your Rolodex. They are. You look in your phone, in your contacts, they're there. Top 20 investors that'll give you millions of dollars. You have them in your phone. And you can do it. I know you can do it. It's not hard at all. Sometimes the fear comes when we are not sure of things. We are not sure of if this is a good deal. We don't know how to project. We don't know how to really do the cash on cash and the cap rate. You know what? I didn't know nothing. 15 years back, I knew zero because I only had single-family homes. And you buy and sell, very easy. But when I wanted to learn the business of multifamily, I paid the best of the best coaches in this country. I paid money. I didn't take any more money. We borrowed money. Because my wife, remember, she said, $1,000. You got to start the business with $1,000. We got a loan of $150,000, my partner and I. And then we kept on taking loans. Somebody believed in us, some good Samaritan. They said, you know what, Vinney? You will make it. And they counted on us. And we delivered. We paid off the loan and the interest and everything. 4 years into the business. 3.5, 4 years. But that's not important. Many of you have so much money already. But the power of getting other people, investors' money, will get you that fourplex. Because you need the down payment and closing cost. That's all it is. So you can raise 30%. And then bank will give you 70% or 60%, whatever. So that's the power. That's the power. So Silver Tsunami, I love it. I'll be in it. I just built in Cape Coral, Florida, senior living, beautiful with the, it's beautiful. It's a resort with the movie theaters, spa, salon. It's got grand pianos. We got transportation, dining halls, cook-to-order meals, and everything. And it's got the meeting rooms and billiard rooms and all these things. Beautiful. And it's got swimming pool, waterfalls, and putting greens. What? How much do we charge? $3,800 a month. Everything included. Everything except the cell phone, charges. Linen, laundry, caregiving, medicine they pay for. But we have nurses and also the caregivers, of course. All that. So that is the one. Now, let me tell you why I'm in there. Because I can build them from ground up for $18 million. $18 million, I can build it. When I fully occupy, it's worth $28 million. $28 million in just 2.5 years. The beauty is the revenue from that 88-unit multifamily senior assisted living is $5 million. What? Revenue. Revenue is $5 million. What can you do with it? You can take 1.5 million home every year. Net. 1.5 million out of 5 million after you pay for all the expenses and everything and insurance and taxes and all and the payroll, everything. That's good money. Isn't it? Right. So I just get too carried away. That's my goal, $2 billion in that one. And immigration tsunami. Immigration tsunami is going to be here till eternity. Our population is going to grow from 365 million to 425 million in USA. And the birth rate is so low, and it's going to be immigrants coming from outside. And they don't have job history. They don't have other things. They will need renting. So please get into multifamily. What? Come on, I can hear. Yeah, that's right. Multifamily is the way to do it. I'm telling you. Okay, let's go here. Of course, relationships, they matter a lot. To raise money, you got to really take care of people. You got to take care of, respect. Like you say, first investor, I really want to talk about this one. My good friend, I sat in his living room. I had a PowerPoint on my Dell computer, already beaten up and all that. Just four slides. I put it there. I remember 15 years back, somebody told me, go see such and such person. He's in single family. He'd like to maybe invest with you. And I sat there. He said, have you started buying any multifamily? My answer was 0. He said, do you have the property you're going to buy? My answer was 0. Say, are you going to move to Texas? My answer was 0. He said, do you have the loan? My answer was 0. I never lied. But my enthusiasm and what I was sharing on the thing in the laptop with the PowerPoint was, you can have so many single-family homes and so much time is spent in managing and this, and the profits are so low. But multifamily, I put a nice picture of the multifamily to show him. He bought it. After 20 minutes, he wrote a check for $50,000. Literally, I walked away. I kept in touch with him. And then through the end of the sale, purchase, he increased it to $125,000. He says, Vinney, you're so transparent. You're telling me everything that's happening because we couldn't close the loan. Nobody will give us the loan. We didn't have the net worth. But we got seller financing 15 years back. And the seller also said to us, I'm going to give you at 6%. Then it will be 7% next year, 8% in third year, 9% fourth year. We said, done. Take it. Okay, can we put down 20%? He said, no. 30%? No. 40%. We paid $1 million for that second thing you saw. Buena Vista Garden, that's the property I'm talking about. That was my first syndication. And I raised 1,115,000 or something like that. 1 million went to the seller. And then we took a promissory note, because he financed it, right? And we increased the rents in that property from $300 a month to $695 over the years. That's why it went to $5 million value. See, that's the property. Because once you get multifamily, the increase in value, the value add brings exponential returns in valuation. That's the key. In single family, it's mostly comparable to the single families in that neighborhood. But in the multifamily, it's the NOI, net operating income. The more you raise the net operating income, you divide that by cap rate, we call capitalization rate, then the value goes skyrocket. Look at that, 35 million, 54 million. How did it happen? It happened because we increased the NOI, and then we put the cap rate went down. When the cap rate goes down, the property value goes up. So that's the beauty of it. I hope you really catch the vision. Building relationships, again, good impressions, engage people's, investment, right there, curiosity, show respect, establish trust, transparency, integrity, all those things are very, very important. Very, very important. Oh, yeah, I like those glasses. These are my other ones, I know. So let me just kind of enjoy. All right. I love you. Good impression is so important. It really is. And then, of course, we have to have it with engage people's interest and curiosity through PowerPoint or presentations and all. Show respect, value time, and all those things, right? The other thing is that establish trust. That is the number one thing. People give you money because they trust you. They trust you from the core of their heart. You show them why multifamily is the best way. You might say, Vinney, I don't have one. That's okay. Do some underwritings, we call it. Evaluate the property. Show it as an example. Show your investors, your friends, what can they do if you found a deal. And if it was very similar to these kind of samples, would you like to invest in? It's just for the asking, I'm telling you. I have 530 investors now who have given me over $200 million. What? Yes. Of course, I've returned a lot of money back, then they bring it back again. So our top investors have probably $5 million with me. They gave me $50 or $50,000 or $100,000, and now they just kept on bringing more money, retirement funds, others. Also, I also did something very, logical mind, right? Little boy, I said, I want to only get $100,000 from my investors. I started 14 years back. I thought if people can afford $100,000, their friends will be also rich. That was my thinking, right? And it worked. Because the thing is, if you set limit, now they gave me 200, 250, 500, even million. People have so much money, you will not believe. You got to really believe that you will uncover those people. The big thing is, again, be honest. Be honest, have commitment to your goal, and show that you care. That's the real key. Trust, showing, that you care and what you're going to bring to them to invest in. See, I always sell out in the whole day. I can raise 8 to 10 million now in one day. In one day. Just because the deal is good and the package is put right and everything, all the numbers are very clear, no confusion. That's why people just click on that soft commitment, 200,000, 500,000, like that. At the end of the day, we are sold out, But anyway, this is that book. If anybody wants to learn more about syndication, you may like to pick up this book. And there are a lot of other great books on Amazon. So this is the Apartment Syndication Made Easy. Of course, this title will be changed next year to Billion. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really, really, really looking forward. My first cover was 250 million when I raised that. I had a portfolio of that. Now it's about 750, 800. So, the billion will be very close. Anyway, so that's the book, you may like to look at. Let's go to the next one. Okay, learn how to syndicate. You really can change your life. You really can change your life, if you can syndicate. And syndication is not a magic word. It's not a gorilla. I say all the time, 5,000 pounds, gorilla. It's very easy art that you can learn. How to have people engage in your deals so that you can have like-minded people who will invest 100, or 50, or 25. You can even start with 25,000. But if you can get 10 people, now you got 50 times 10, that's 500,000. What can we do with that money? We can buy bigger deals. Exactly. And the exciting part is once you do one time, you'll gain confidence. Then you'll do the next time, and next time, and next time, and next time. Like I've done about 40 of these now, 40. And I've closed every single deal from LOI, letter of intent, to final closing, 100% record. I'm very proud to say that. My trick is I give the property, when it comes to me, financials and rent rolls, to my lender. I've had only 4 lenders, I think, in my whole lifetime. And they have confidence with me that they'll underwrite it, they'll bless the loan before even I put the letter of intent. So that's the secret. I have the money, the backing, but then the loan is the big thing, right? You've got to make sure the loan comes through. So my lender friends tell me, or one friend, she will tell me, Vinney, this is the range you could go, and Fannie and Freddie will be able to give you 20 million loan, 30 million, whatever loan it is, right? I didn't start with that. Remember, my first property, nobody wanted to give me loan. It was seller financing at 6, 7, 8, 9% each year, graduation, more and more. So you can do it. You could take it from a duplex to billions of dollars. The choice is yours. So I hope it's been meaningful to you. Let's see here. Thank you so much. I think they made a mistake. Thank you. Thank you.
Give it up for Vinney Chopra.
Thank you.
Give it up for Vinney Smile Chopra.
Actually it is vinneysbizcard.com. VINNEYSBIZ bizcard.com, where you can get all the information and all the social medias where I'm on, my team.
One more big round of applause for Vinney.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Fantastic. You know what I learned? Syndication, everyone.
Yeah!